Easy Buy Crest 3D White.
Where's Declan now? Declan, who is 3 years old, he goes missing. Where's Declan?
Where's your little brother?
Nobody knows where he is. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Mum hasn't got a clue where her sons are. I could not believe the situation we were in. Where's Declan, Tammy?
Where's your little brother? Hey, but honey. No. That's not good.
Did Declan just have those scissors?
Yes.
I dread to think what that boy could have done with a pair of scissors in his hand, and yet there was no discipline for taking the scissors in the first place. Tammy needs to get assertive herself and take responsibility as a mother to look after her 3 boys.
Mom?
One of the big issues in the Orm family is eating. They do nothing but constantly snack throughout the day. That can make them hyperactive, and then they're going to lose their appetite and they're not going to want any of their meals.
Hiya.
Sean came home at lunchtime and it was good to see him.
Did you eat your lunch, honey?
No. Well, my job takes me away on a lot of trips, so I'm gone a lot. Hopefully somebody from the outside can tell us what each one of us is doing wrong.
Alright, little boys of mine. Here you go, baby. No, you have to hold her half. This is normal. I ran out of turkey, honey.
Today at lunchtime, Caden decided that he didn't want to eat the sandwich that Tammy had prepared for all the other children, and he kicked up a fuss.
Caden, you're being ridiculous, honey.
You don't get any food.
Just forget it. What do you want? Do you want a turkey sandwich? I'll make some turkey.
I just don't think that she's strict enough, and she thinks I'm too strict.
Caden didn't want to eat his sandwich. Dad said he had to, and Mum went and made another sandwich. They've got different approaches and they need to come together. What would you say that you disagree on some of the issues?
I think he yells too much. That's big. Number 1 for me.
And
He
I
yells
don't think
too
she
much.
does enough when they're doing something in front of her.
So when you come home, you mean that you don't think
When we're together in the car or whatever, I mean, they'll be throwing something while she's driving or I'm driving.
Yeah.
And she'll just sit there and talk or read a magazine and not do anything about it.
But you want silence. Like, I mean, if they even like, Mom, like, I told you to be quiet. I'm like, gosh, I was just asking me something. Chandler!
Tammy doesn't hold authority with her children. They don't look at her with any respect.
Chandler! Come on. Don't teach me. Check over. Come on, sweetie. Oh, cool. Street Watcher. We need it. I hope they come down out here all the time.
Charles is 8 years old and he smart mouths his mother all the time, and I think that's very disrespectful.
Huh? Chandler, honey. I don't need that kind of attitude from you.
Tammy pleads with her children to do stuff that they should be doing.
Yes, Kaden. Chandler, honey, don't yell at me, sweetheart. Stop, baby. Kaden, stop.
She begs them. It's cringing to watch.
Please. Put it back up for mommy. Stick it in there. Kaden.
There also seems to be a lot of chaos, and it seems very hectic in the household.
We are in the middle of baking cookies.
At one stage, Declan had his hands in the oven because they were cooking cookies, and next minute...
Oh, here he is. He's catching bugs.
Caden was outside the house and nobody knew where he was. And now she's got 2 children that are in the house, one of them being 3 years old, which could have his hands in the stove looking for the cookies. But Mum wouldn't know because she's out here collecting bugs. Crazy.
Did you poke holes in the cookies? Oh, you did poke holes in the cookies, didn't you?
Mum was really trying to multitask and manage looking after all 3 boys, which she was struggling with.
Tammy? Come through! Look at this! Oh, I'm so tired. This is Mummy on the floor.
It's just got a little bit out of hand, to be honest, in the house. The children are all in roost. When I first meet a family, I go in and I observe their family life and the dynamics between parents and their children. And I take mental notes throughout the day of what I feel is not working. And at the end of the evening, I sit down and I talk to the parents about what I've observed throughout the day.
Joe, when we were waiting for her to talk to us, the longer I waited, the more nervous I got. I'm super sensitive in the area of my kids and my job as mother.
I'm definitely nervous. I don't know what to expect.
I would like to say to the both of you that you couldn't find a home as warm as the home that I've walked into. And without a doubt, the love and the praise that you give your boys in abundance is really a beautiful thing. Also, I'd like to talk about the things that I'm not too happy about. Discipline needs to be a must. There is a lack of discipline on your behalf, Tammy. You're constantly trying to convince them that they should listen to you. And you're the mum, you're in charge. And there is discipline on your side, Sean, which seems so much firmer and sterner, where you're more relaxed.
It breaks my brother's CD.
And because no one's being consistent, the children are getting mixed messages. Chandler is a boy who smart mouths. He's rude when he smart mouths back to you. He doesn't respect by the way that he talks to you. Declan, a smart 3-year-old. You know the day is coming bad when you're walking out into the front yard and your child has got a pair of scissors and you're thanking your lucky stars that you weren't dealing with something more serious. Caden, for example, won't eat his lunch as we know or his dinner. And your complete fear as a mother that your children are going to starve makes you act impulsively. Now, I'm sitting here and I'm watching you feel upset because you know what I truly believe that I'm seeing here is a woman that is taking all of this blame as guilt. That you feel guilty, Tammy, if you have to discipline your children. That you feel that you won't be any closer than what you are to put your foot down. And let me tell you something, Sean. Your wife's tired. She's struggling. And she needs your help. She does need your help.
I want to be super mom, where I take on everything and I...
Yeah.
I never asked him to help me, and he's kind of gotten used to that. I'm sorry. He goes to work every day, earns a living. I get to stay home with the kids. He gets home when he's tired, and
You don't work? You work, Tammy. Oh, you work. You work every day. You two come together and change your parenting techniques and change your behaviour pattern. Your children will change their behaviour pattern. And we are going to go through routines and techniques and we're going to make this better.
so you don't think it's too late to backtrack?
It's never too late.
No.
It's never too late. My word, it's never too late.
Jo, she's definitely straightforward. So, and combination of that and me being emotional and me taking so much pride in my job, it was a little overwhelming.
There was nothing that Jo said that I disagreed with at all. The whole part of me not helping out enough is, probably, very much so true.
Coming up on Supernanny.
No. Tammy, place him into the naughty room.
Jo schools